Hi everyone, this is Jade Lorenzo and welcome to JDX World Vlog. Once again, how are you today? Today's episode is a special one, yet wonderful one I say, because my topic is all about God's unknown soldiers. Just outside Washington DC, across from the Potomac River, lies the cold Arlington Cemetery. And we knows that Arlington Cemetery, plenty of politicians, famous people, celebrities has been buried there. And yet in that big cemetery, in the center of the cemetery, you can find a big cross that says, "Here, known but to God, but lies an unknown soldiers." You know how many wives, sweethearts, children, sons and daughters will gonna ask, could this be my father? Could this be my sister? Nor could this be my mother? Nobody knows, only that word that says, "Here, known but to God, but lies an unknown soldiers." Who are they? They are the real heroes of America who fight for battle so that they could commit freedom. And they are the real heroes of America, even their bodies was never been found. Yet they are the real heroes. In the Bible, we could find names that never been mentioned, yet they are real heroes. And first in my list, we can find it in Luke. Yeah, in Luke 30. Luke 10 verse 30 to 35. This is the Good Samaritan. We know the story, and I read it for you. In reply, Jesus said, "A man was going down Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So two Levite came when he came to the place and saw him pass by on the other side." But now, who's next? But here we go. "But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went on him and bandaged his wounds, pouring and brought him to inn and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to innkeeper. Look after him and said, 'When I return, I will reimburse you for an extra expense you may have.'" Who is this man? He is not the priest. He is not the Levite. He is not Jade. He is not Brian. But he is the Good Samaritan. The Bible never mentioned even his name. Yet, he was one of God's unknown soldiers. Second in my list is found in Luke 21, 1 to 4. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting gifts into their temple treasury. He also a poor widow put into very small copper coins. And Jesus said, "Truly I tell you," he said, "this poor widow has put in more than all the others." Wow! All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she out of her poverty put on all she had to live on. Who is this woman? The Bible never mentioned that she is Farida, she is Catherine, she is Melody. No! The Bible says the poor widow. Yet Jesus said he gave everything in her life. Now, sometimes in our lives we think that we are nobody. We are not somebody. We are not enough. We are nobody, and we don't have any that we can offer to the Lord. Yet always remember, God sees your heart. He knows better than you. And in simple way, You might be God's unknown soldiers. And third in my list is the centurion. I'm gonna read in Matthew. The centurion, Matthew 30. Matthew 10:30 to 35. I read, a man was, no. It's in Matthew, yes. I'm supposed to read in Matthew. Okay, the fate of centurion. In Matthew 8:5 to 10. It says, when Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him, asking for help. Lord, he said, my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly. Jesus said to him, shall I come and heal him? Wow. Now we could notice the reply. How amazing. The centurion replied, Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof. But just say the word. Just say the word, please. Just say the word and my servant will be healed. Oh my God. For I myself, in verse 9, for I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one, go, and he goes. And that one, come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, wow, one of the wonderful verses in the Bible. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, truly I tell you, I have never seen such a great faith even in Israel. Wow. Who was this man? Who was this centurion man? Again, his name was never mentioned. Never mentioned that it was Radiglin, it was Joy, it was Joshua. It's just said that the centurion. Brothers and sisters, sometimes in our lives we don't need to become that we need to become a lawyer. Sometimes in our lives we don't need to become a doctor, or we don't need to become a pastor in order for us to share the goodness of the Lord. In our eyes, in the eyes of human, we might say that we are only nobody. But always remember, in the eyes of the Lord, you are somebody. And in just simple way, neither in your workplace, in the schools, simple act of kindness, just say hi, saying hello, just the smile of your face, then it might be that simple task and simple act of kindness, simple act of love, then one day you might be one of God's unknown soldiers. Thank you, and hope we've been blessed by my sermon. Thank you.